place. EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the New England Patriots. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. 11.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Sheds off the tackle, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Throwing Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. Touchdown, Patriots. Devontae Parker, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Pats go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. In motion right is Pittman. Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4. Play action. Now Richardson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Take a look at this Patriots defense. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Now Richardson. target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game. Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. On the counter, it's Taylor. Stiff-armed it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him. I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They're going to run for it. It's Moss. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so. And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one. Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them. Now Jones. Rolling to his right. He'll get this to Elliott. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. The Patriots looking for a 5th win of the season in this one. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here. And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it out. Loose football. Wow. That ball is not for but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up. And avoids the turnover. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 55 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt. For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it. after one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Second and 10. Inside give to Elliott. A little juke. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays. And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 4. To the right side. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3. And I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now Richardson going to shift things up. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They'll try and run for this with Moss. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A big roll of the dice space on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. He rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Jones now throwing to start the drive. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. On 2nd down, Elliott. Powerful running. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 42. 78 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
12. 12. Here we go. 11.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Here we go. 11. Great time.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here we go.
3rd and 5. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
A 43-yard attempt.
Oh, that was never on target. It's no good. Wide to the right, and the lead will hold at 10. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
And he's got Pierce. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Patriots are going to take over here up near the 40.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. Open man, that's Gesicki down the field. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
60 by 60.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Off play action, Richardson. They'll roll him out right. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Jones on the return. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 41-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. Now a short one to Gesicki. That one a first down pickup of 8.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. Open man, that's Henry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here we go. 11.
Now Elliott. 87 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Again, it's Elliott. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Well, I tell you, Ezekiel Elliott, he is just built like a bowling ball, and he powered his way into the end zone there.
I love that description of him because when you think...
And this is going to be intercepted. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Okay.
Now 2nd and 9.
Cowboy 80.
Now it's Richardson. Finding Pierce on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd down, here's Richardson. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line. Richardson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Pats will take over here just shy of the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe someone tipped it off, but on that play, it had no chance.
21.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. He'll fire it deep for Rager, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Jalen Rager, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the 1st half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Richardson to throw off play action. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. This offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They go play action with Richardson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
11-11.
Now Jones throwing to start the drive. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones flushed out right. And it is caught. And he will have the Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
They'll look to throw again. This ball complete to Rager. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go, get set.
Back to throw again. Touchdown! Juju Smith-Schuster, 31 yards. And the Patriots look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. But, Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Come on.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Oh, nice move. He's still on his feet. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Colts are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead is down to 24. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
21.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
11, 11. 12, 12, 12. Cut.
On second down, Elliott once more. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
They send Parker in motion left. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
11, 11, 12, 12, 12. 11, 11.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That one complete to Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Throwing Jones.
To the right side, he's got Parker.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
11, 11. Here we go. 11, 11.
Back to throw. Jones. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Ryland on for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Patriots 40, Colts 9.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball.
There he goes, left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They run once more with Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
2nd down and 8. On the option left, Richardson. Now the pitch goes to Taylor. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Going quickly out to the right side, but he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. Boy, you hold him short of the marker. You got the turnover on downs and then roughing the passer.
That celebration was cut short, wasn't it? Went from raised hands to slumped shoulders as a result of that penalty.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. On the draw is Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Stuck for a loss by Christian Barmore.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Hey! 65 trap, 60. Rig alert, trap 60, trap 60. Hey, smash Bronco.
One last shot for Richardson. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Patriots are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.